Shema Yahweh. Hear, O Lord, when I cry with my voice. Have mercy also upon me and answer me. Can you hear the desperation? Do you feel the desperation coming from David right now? How desperate he is for the Lord, how desperate he is for help, how desperate he is that he Shema, that he hear him. I mean, this is a radical desperation. Absorb it. Take the time to absorb this. What does this really mean? What are the implications here? What are the effects? What is the depth of this statement? Well, I want to unearth this today. This is not a statement you want to gloss by. This is a statement you want to feel, you want to understand, and know. And so to help us with this today, I want to take you into the New Testament. We're going to look at a story that is recorded in the Gospel of Mark that is going to do so much for us in regard to David's heart and his cry. And so let's go to Mark chapter 10, and this is what we read. Now they came to Jericho, and as he went out of Jericho with his disciples and a great multitude, blind Bartimaeus, the son of Timaeus, sat by the road begging. Bartimaeus, bar is son. This is the Aramaic, the Hebrew, the language of the Hebrews. And then he defines it for you. It tells you what Bartimaeus means, the son of Timaeus. Now, it gets more interesting when you understand Timaeus. You get into the etymology of that. Well, what does that really mean? Well, you put this together. Bartimaeus actually means son of the unclean. And so here we have this description of a man who's blind, who's the son of the unclean. Now, I'm going to tell you, there is a story embedded within a story here. And what do I mean? I am talking about the story of the gospel as a whole. That's tangible for each and every one of you, because I'm going to tell you, every single person in this room was identified as the son of the unclean. Every single one of us beginning in uncleanness and needing to be purified by Yeshua. And I could take it even a step further. Every single one of us is spiritually blind at one time. Total blindness. So the application of this story is incredibly profound. And so we have this son of the unclean, and it says he's sitting. So he's sitting by the road begging. His very livelihood is totally codependent upon whether or not someone's going to decide to give him alms that day. Whether or not he can eat, whether or not he can continue to put clothes on, whether or not he could be led to and fro is totally dependent on whether someone's going to show him mercy. It's a very difficult lifestyle. And we move to verse 47. And when he heard that it was Yeshua of Nazareth, Bartimaeus knows the name Yeshua of Nazareth. We continue. And he began to cry out and say, Yeshua, son of David, have mercy on me. Notice he doesn't say Yeshua of Nazareth. I've heard about this Yeshua of Nazareth. This tells us who Bartimaeus believes Yeshua is, because the title Ben David is attached to it. Bartimaeus believes Yeshua is the Mashiach, the Messiah, the promised Messiah. That's why he calls him the son of David. And any doubt is that what we're talking about truly the son of David. We're talking about the Messiah. What's he say after that? Have mercy on me. So everything I need to know about Bartimaeus is declared right here. He has confessed Yeshua as the Messiah. Bartimaeus, and despite the glory and all the things that are going around being said about Yeshua of Nazareth in his day, all the miracles that he is performing, people being healed, demons flying out of people, the teachings that no one has ever heard in their life. Well, guess what? Bartimaeus has never seen one miracle done by him. Not one. And so as we look at this, And Bartimaeus, he hasn't seen one miracle done whatsoever, and yet he believes. There's total belief here by him. This is an awesome thing. And as you look at the structure of what is going on here, look at the structure of David. The very thing that David is doing, literally, is what Bartimaeus is doing. Now, that's an incredible thing, and I'm going to tell you, to appreciate what David has to say here, we need to appreciate what's happening in our story right now. And the further we get into this, the more we're going to be blessed. So moving to verse 48. Then many warned him to be quiet. I want to highlight this. It doesn't say some warned him to be quiet. It says many. And actually, when you go to the Greek, it's much stronger. It's talking about a great amount, a multitude. A multitude came over to him, if you will, a mob. A mob came over. And I'm going to tell you, it wasn't by the unction of the Holy Spirit. That's not what these people are doing, even though, and it doesn't get into the details of this, but it may very well be that these people thought they were showing respect to the ministry of Yeshua. That they were intervening and telling this person, no, this is the right thing to do. You're completely out of order. Shut your mouth. It's ready. But now he has a mob of people. He has an entire crowd surrounding him. Be quiet. Enough. And I'm going to tell you, there is such a valuable lesson right here. Practical for every single one of us. Because the devil is going to move against you, and he's going to push fear, and he's going to push intimidation. He's going to try to convince you, coerce you to stop crying out to Yeshua, the Son of David. It'll be the end of you if you allow that to happen. I mean, it is amazing to me to see how the devil works in people's lives, not just my own, but because I'm in contact with so many of you, how he literally spins lie after lie, lies of hopelessness, lies that, you know what, Jesus doesn't care. Why would he even care about? He's not going to listen to anything I have to say. He knows all the evil that I've committed. And the devil keeps heaping this stuff up upon you just to separate you. He sows doubt into your mind so that you don't continue to cry out in prayer. This is what he wants to do. And this is exactly what the devil is doing to Bartimaeus. And you think about his situation. It's precarious. Again, he's blind. He's sitting begging just to hopefully that he could have some scraps that he can eat that day. And the devil wants to separate him from the Lord. And why does the devil want us not to cry out to Yeshua? He wants to keep us in bondage. How does this guy respond? I love this man. But he cried out all the more, Son of David, have mercy on me. So instead of backing down to the pressure, to the intimidation, Bartimaeus says, so let me get this straight. You want me to be quiet? Perfect. I'm going to double my efforts. And again, I love the lesson because every time you see the devil throwing distractions in your life, oh, that's great. Good. I'm glad I thought about doing that because now I'm not going to do that. And now I'm going to go pray. And I'm going to spend more time with the Lord than I spent yesterday. And I'm going to cry out to him louder. And when the devil tells you he's not listening, can't you tell? Your prayers aren't being answered. Perfect. I'm going back to prayer. Thank you. You understand? You have to double your efforts. We have to persevere. We have to be blind Bartimaeus. Because here comes the payoff. Here it comes. In Mark 10, verse 49, we read this. And Yeshua stood still. Now keep in mind, we're talking about a blind beggar who in the eyes of the world is nothing. He is a nobody. And this man, because he cried out to Yeshua the Messiah, Yeshua stood dead in his tracks. Literally captivated the attention, and may I say the undivided attention of the Lord of glory, a blind beggar. That is an incredible thought to me. If we didn't go any further, this is enough for me to say, may I cry out to him every single day of my life. How many of you want Yeshua to stop? To literally stop, to give you personally undivided attention? I mean, that's what is that what you want, or is that not what you want? We'll know this by the time you spend with him, by the time you spend pursuing him. In praise, in prayer, you will know how much you desire him. And so this is amazing. So he's standing still, but it gets better. Then we read this, and he commanded him to be called. Wow. Yeshua gives the command, bring him here to me. I want him brought to me. Now how did Bartimaeus get to this point? And I'm going to tell you, Bartimaeus had a resiliency, an unwavering faith in who Yeshua was and what he could do. He believed he could have mercy on him. He knew that his situation, which was literally impossible, physically impossible to be helped, no other man could help him. He knew his faith, Yeshua can help me. That's a beautiful thing. And this is the heartbeat that every believer needs to have.
Hey there, this is Mike at Corner Fringe Ministries. Thanks for watching our video. If you liked the video or it encouraged you, do us a favor. Hit the like button, don't forget to hit the share, and if you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button. Now, if you want to watch the rest of this video, hit the button here. And if you want to watch the rest of this series, you can check it out here. And don't forget, you can download the Corner Fringe Ministries app today on any of your Play stores. Thanks for joining us at Corner Fringe Ministries.